Hello, my name is Shilpa and welcome to my channel. I had a great workout. I took a shower. While I'm getting ready, I want to talk about this book called The Body by Bill Bryson. The book is called The Body and it's by Bill Bryson. A fun science lesson for today. I started reading this book just a couple of days ago and I've read 2 chapters so far. I like this author, Bill Bryson, so much. He is such a funny author. He wrote this other book that I am reading right now called A Short History of Nearly Everything. Great book. I like it. He uses a lot of humor in his writing and he's just hilarious. He adds a lot of like stories and like fun information in all of his books. Face is very red, so I just put on my moisturizer. I use Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, and then at nighttime I use a night cream. The way he writes is just comical AF. Enough about how funny he is, but I've read 2 chapters so far. The first chapter is called How to Build a Human. So apparently only 59 elements are needed to build a human body. 6 of these are carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. And these make up 99.1% of everything in your body. Crazy. Oxygen and hydrogen make it so we're not bouncing around like balloons. They keep us grounded. Another fun fact, your lungs, when they're smoothed out, can cover a whole tennis court. That's huge. That is crazy. Airways within your lungs would stretch coast to coast, like think East Coast to West Coast, New York to California. To me, that's nuts. I can't believe all that is within my body. I'm putting on some sunscreen right now. The length of all your blood vessels will take you 2.5 times around the earth. 2.5 times around the earth. Your DNA, if you formed it all into a single strand, it would stretch 10 billion miles. Let me double check. Yeah, like you can leave the solar system if you just formed all your DNA into a single strand. That's 10 billion miles. Billion with a B. Billion. We are so cosmic, ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies. We're just stunning creatures. Another thing about your DNA, it can last tens and thousands of years. Like no piece of jewelry that I have or that you have will last that long. Most things in your possession will not last that long. Nuts. Time to take my hair down. Let me read a little bit. I've stuck sticky notes in a whole bunch of pages. Still talking about the body. I want to read this one little portion. It says, the body is often linked to a machine, but it is so much more than that. It works 24 hours a day for decades without, for the most part, needing regular servicing or the installation of spare parts. Runs on water and a few organic compounds, is soft and rather lovely, is accommodating, mobile, and pliant, reproduces itself with enthusiasm, makes jokes, feels affection, appreciates a red sunset and a cooling breeze. How many machines do you know that can do any of that? There is no question about it. You're truly a wonder. It's so nice to hear this type of writing in a science book. I love it. I love it so much. And then, so that was chapter 1. That was the body, how to build a human body. And then chapter 2 is about the outside, which is skin and hair. While we talk about skin and hair, I'm just going to put on a little bit of makeup. I'm not going to put on a foundation or concealer because I don't really have many plans today. I'm going to a movie in the evening. I don't really need heavy makeup. So I'm going to put on mascara. So chapter 2. This chapter was a real one. There were so many fun facts. There's this portion that talks about skin color. I want to read actually directly from the book. This is on page 14. A woman named Nina Jablonski. She works in a state college in Pennsylvania. She says, it is extraordinary how such a small facet of our composition is given so much importance. People act as if skin color is a determinant of character when all it is a reaction to sunlight. Biologically, there is actually no such thing as race. Nothing in terms of skin color, facial features, hair type, bone structure, or anything else that is a defining quality among peoples. And yet, look how many people have been enslaved or hated or lynched or deprived of fundamental rights through history because of the color of their skin. Skin color is not a determinant of character. In biology, there is no such thing as race. People near the equator, like places in Africa, South America, India, Southeast Asia, anywhere near the equator, obviously they're going to be dark. They are in very close proximity to the sun. People in the north are obviously lighter because they need more vitamin D. They are farther away from the sun. There is another really interesting fact about washing hands. Seriously, it blew my mind. So we know that doctors have to wash their hands with soap and water for like a full minute before they do any kind of medical examination, especially before surgery. It is a known fact. It is something they shouldn't be avoiding, but sometimes that is avoided. Apparently, that's a big part of the reason why every year about 2 million Americans pick up some sort of very serious life-threatening infection from the hospital. 90,000 of them actually die from it. Like, let's just all remember to wash our hands regularly. Next fun fact is about belly buttons. There's a study at North Carolina State University a couple years ago who had their belly buttons swabbed, and the study found that there were about 2,368 species of bacteria, and about 1/3 of that bacteria is unknown to science. So that's about 24.3 new to science bacteria per person's belly button. Crazy. And there was one person, a man, who had a specific microbe in his belly button that was only ever previously found in Japan, and this man has never been to Japan. What is happening in our belly buttons? Okay, I have one final fun fact from the first 2 chapters of this book, and it's not exactly a fun fact, it's actually kind of gruesome. Trigger warning. It is very interesting, and I'm gonna read this directly from my phone. So there was a 30-year-old woman from Massachusetts who suddenly developed this irresistible itch on her upper forehead area, and this was following a bout of shingles. So the itch was so crazy that she rubbed her skin completely away in her sleep. So she was not conscious, and medications did not help. And she also found cerebrospinal fluid running down her face. And apparently to this day, the itch has not subsided. She still has it, and she has destroyed nearly all the nerve endings on this patch of skin, and she still has the itch. Sorry if that was way too gruesome, and I feel like I often don't hear something like this, so I had to make a note of it and share it with others and share it with you. I have plenty more to go. 1/10 of the way done, so I'll be starting chapter 3 tonight, and I'll share some more fun facts in another video. So those were some of the fun facts from the book The Body by Bill Bryson. I highly recommend everybody read this. It's very straightforward, very easy. I love it a lot. Again, the author is amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me today and listening to me talk about some fun facts. Also, the mascara that I'm using is Rimmel London Scandalous Retro Glam, and I've been using the same mascara for many years, like since high school, and I have not changed. I order these in bulk because they are kind of hard to find, so whenever I see them, I just order like 3 or 4 at a time, but I love them. This is just like one coat. I'm gonna do one more. Anybody else make really weird faces when putting on mascara? I'm not doing anything to my eyebrows. I'm just gonna brush them. And finally, I'm just gonna put on some lip stain. I washed my hair last night. I promised myself I'm not gonna use much heat in my hair. It gets kind of annoying and unmanageable because it is part curly, part wavy, part straight. So I washed it last night. I put in some Aveda leave-in conditioner when it was damp, and then I waited for it to dry, and then I loosely pleated it before bed. Took off the braid this morning, went to the gym, showered and everything, and it looks fine. I mean, it looks manageable for now. I feel like the first 2 days are good, and then it just gets very unmanageable. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching if anybody is watching this, and let me know what book you're reading right now. If you're gonna give this book a try, or which one of these fun facts you find the most interesting, or if you have any fun facts, leave them in the comments. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.